I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Room here to run. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start? Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They complete it to Hill. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. Looky here, a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
2016
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 5-4. Got to do better. Come on, QB. Go 14. Right there.
On second and very short, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Reload.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Boy, a real head head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Over.
Breeze now on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Opposite.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend the lead to 11-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Breeze now to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better at it.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 34 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Ricky. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I don't think you got it.
Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 50.
Now Wilson. And now he'll turn it off his back foot. He'll heave this deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. To throw is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing you cannot do, they did.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Breeze's throw on target to Cook, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. There, the defense won the battle. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
That's going to be a long day. Month 56. Month 56.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. With those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
To throw is Breeze. Again has it complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. 54.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze looking low. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Breeze again. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, Orvin. 54 is Mike. Hey, easy. Check. Walk 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 21.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
5-9. Defense, keep it up, guys. Right there. 54, right there. Hey, 5-7. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch me. Sammy. Squeeze, double. Mike's 54.
Hey, Charlie.
54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54. 11.
Play action. Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
On second down now. It's Carson, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And where have we seen this before
that's
from
ambush.
Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
That's all right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They lost 2 there, and it's third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory. So the blitz coming, and And down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints.
Up is magic. With the game, we roll out and kick it tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Steven Gostkowski now has this one teed up.
Welcome to my YouTube page, Duke273, 2016.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hopefully you're better than my last opponent.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8.
Right there, 54 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the track.
Brees now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't
all those motherfuckers have him back.
You have to think on early downs on first down there. Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brees, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Brees to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go.
58 for Mike, 58.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brees, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
There go that damn blitz I was looking for.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I bet you won't do it again.
20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
They run with Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I know he don't think he can stop you, man. So that ain't what he thinks.
That was second down run for Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ain't that right?
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on fourth down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
You ran back there, didn't you?
Point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because... you're trying your
best. Oh, yeah, I like when you're close.
To
I don't got time for you doing that throwing shit.
And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of...
And to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Benjamin Watson. 36 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Mind you, I allowed you to score those.
Gostkowski, the extra point.
You playing my game.
Take the lead here at 7-6.
You playing the long game. You want to score fast, bro? Go score fast.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
I'm a score, though. You know that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone
long,
for a touchback.
Fast, however it comes. I'm going to see if you figure out my offense first.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Oh, it went somewhere. You just didn't know where it went.
And now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on.
You got to get them out of that
They read
defense,
it well,
bro.
didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They
No, you
covered
don't.
all the passing lanes.
No, you don't.
So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
Same formation, different play, because I knew what you were doing.
And try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready?
Don't.
Ready?
But you play good D, though.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
You got to get out that defense, didn't I tell you that?
Defensively, only a yard
think
out
this
of
is a
second
game.
down. They only got a yard
think
out of
it's a
that last
game.
completion.
But
And
it
that makes
ain't,
it
bro.
2nd and 9. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You just knew you
It's
had a
always
sack,
tough
didn't
trying to
you?
keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite
I'm
side
about to put it in the air right
getting
now.
to the quarterback and knocking
gonna
him into
stop
an
it.
incompletion.
You gonna stop it? Oh no! I don't know. I ain't no running.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Again, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
I ain't talking you out your game,
Fourth down now
dog.
after a loss of 2.
21.
That's not what I was trying to do. What I'm trying to do is get this first
Do
down.
go for it. It's Breeze.
That's what I got.
And Gibbs got it. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team
Yeah,
has
your
to
man
be
can't
motivated
guard it. He
going
can't be
forward. They
everywhere,
just saw
bro.
great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Ready?
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5
Just
for
let me
6
get what
now
I want,
throwing the
man.
ball on this drive. Breeze to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about, too. You got to get out this
It's a
defense.
loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd
Don't worry
and
about it.
15 following that sack. And he'll lay out and pull it in.
What? You can't be everywhere. I told you that 3 times.
Saints on 3rd
And yeah,
down.
you continue to
They've
run
hit
with your
2 for
damn
4 thus
linebacker.
far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
And every time I see you,
As we
every
step
time you
aside here
flinch with
in
his
the
ass,
second
I'm
quarter.
gonna destroy you now. Keep touching him. Keep touching him. He got a zone in the area he's supposed to
3rd and
protect.
6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Look, see what you just did? Check this out.
Check 43.
From the
You
gun,
beat.
it's Breeze.
You beat.
Oh, ball battled in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Come on, fast boys. I'll slow him down for you. I'm slowing down for nobody. That nigga gone.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
This nigga tipped the ball. So,
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
still go bad, cuz. These niggas just threw a fucking interception. Let me go down here and score right quick. Ain't got under my skin, fellas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Dun-dum, dun-dum. I'm gonna check my damn ball.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
7 yards there and a first
down. So you keep on playing that deep ball. I don't want it no more. I'm good.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-lib.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Breeze again. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What you thought I was going to take a sack? Throw an interception? Who the hell do you think I am?
They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So, has-beens. Yeah, set up. Set up for me to go ahead and be down by 1 point.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Don't say nothing. Check 52.
Running with Kamara. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a second.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
What we want to do, we're going to do. And you know that. Now, don't you?
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Damn.
And Lutz's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
My best bet for you to do is
New England with the first down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say, hey, we're trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at REH
I told him 14 points, did I not? He got his 14. All hell better break loose. Come on, boys, let's inbound. Get off the post, back in.
The Pats at the line,
Oh,
ready
he
to go.
running the
They
ball.
have the lead now. They'll be
He
looking to
just don't
extend that
know.
lead.
And this is what I enjoy talking about with my favorite subjects. Tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the
Don't
ball
run
moves.
across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves. Come on now. You know how this go. Start like you don't know how this
So
go.
1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Scream, fellas. You don't know how this shit go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete.
Fuck you,
5
Eddie.
yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of
His ass back there
scrimmage.
now.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking
One thing
good.
to get through there. He want to go around stands and shit. He want stances and shit. Let's get a stance for him.
Won't even be
Hold on,
close.
get
It was
there.
blown up in the
That's what he want.
Losing 2
what he
yards
want.
that time, and now it's
Come on.
4th down. Here's Brady. And it's complete. It's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns
pay for
here
that.
so far. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
You gonna pay for that. Oh yeah, you gonna pay for that. Don't worry about it.
Gostkowski for the point after.
You gonna pay for that one. You like those out routes, huh? I'll make sure somebody on that
And this
every
one gives
time.
his guys a 12-point
From now on. That's what you want to do, huh? Not your eye.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Nah, I don't know. Shit, I'm gonna make you win.
This is fielded a
Up
couple
to the damn
yards deep.
clinic. It's free.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Break him early, fellas. Break his ass early. Oh, there go that damn talk. Rickety wop, 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 bop, 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 talk. There it
The
goes.
Saints offense on
Gonna
the
break
field
them
ready to
early.
get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
Oh my God! That was on the ground,
Touched
dog.
by Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, they on that bullshit. Oh, this nigga just scooped the ball off the ground.
That interception
This shit ain't on the
sets them up
ground.
beautifully already.
This
in the
ain't on
red
the
zone.
ground.
And you can hear it.
Oh my God.
Everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Good D.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Don't worry about it.
Watch the ship.
There's always somebody over there.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Always somebody over there. Somebody over there from now on now. Run that ball.
Watch twist. Regular.
That's what we
Trying
want.
to get this offense going with Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nobody got time
Now
for
the
all that,
Saints are going
man.
to take a timeout on defense.
Nobody
It's
got
just
time
the
for all
first,
that
so
now.
2 remaining.
Let's
This
go
is
ahead and play
burn one
football,
here in
boys.
this third quarter. A loss
Get a
of a
field
yard there
goal.
to start
Be
out.
good.
That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel.
Let's go,
And
boys.
this play gets blown
Wrap
up.
'em up.
They'll lose
Wrap 'em
yardage
up.
back at the 17.
Fuck, he thought this
This
was.
will be a loss of 3, and now a much
thought this
tougher
was.
3rd down looming.
Yeah, audible that bitch. We see you going to the outside. Go on over there. Run your happy ass over there.
Hatchet. He's checking.
Go Bandit.
Hey, look, 3.
Hey, go 66.
And it's Michel once again.
Woo!
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Goskowski with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
19 ain't bad, boys. A touchdown, man. 19.
Goskowski
Turn it down.
Fucking. He'll send this one away.
13 real quick, man.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
19 with 19 down. Let's go. Make him guard you. Make him guard you, then, boys. Make him guard you.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it some confidence.
Oh, my God. Stop this ball. Why do I got to get stuck with the ball, man? Nigga took 17 steps and then dropped the ball.
That's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've left them in check on the scoreboard. Now Breeze finding Kamara. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Tell him to come again, little bastard.
To try again after the sack. Breeze out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and all of a sudden here it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake to Kamara.
Yeah, man, he's supposed to block.
Rushing down he goes.
Don't be down blocking, bro.
Getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
I need a miracle, boy.
So here we go on fourth down to Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing.
Hell yeah, they fucking trailing. They better bring their fucking A-game.
Five straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is
fight for that thing, Smith. Fight for that thing, Smith.
First down, but he
thought he was going to just take it. No, we fighting.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, my. You weak, cook. You need to go bake some more, you bum ass.
You know, it's a wonder.
This nigga, look at this nigga, man.
Yeah, he's staying out there.
I threw it into 17 people, and you can't catch the ball.
Incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw again on second down.
Seen the blitz coming. I should have switched it. That was my fault.
Van Noy. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
No, I should have switched the play, boys. That was my fault.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
That my fault, boys.
It's John Simon
my fault,
with a sack.
See if we can get Hail Mary right quick, boys. Hail Mary, Hail Mary. Come with me.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze.
He threw it! Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
And the Patriots take over. We're going to have terrific field position.
He threw it, man.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, go 66. Kill.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
2 interceptions.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air it out for and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 33 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late. And
34 points.
Comfortable.
And we supposed to have 23 right now, dog.
Ahead of time that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
Well, I appreciate you putting me close.
I damn sure needed the football back. Unfortunately,
yeah, we'll kick a field goal, be down by 25.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
We don't got
shit. We saw here.
My man be fighting.
That number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down.
They're going to blitz, guy. They're going to blitz, guy.
He's going to throw this over the middle.
What y'all got each other, Smith?
They're too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield.
My man. Why you got all those people on my man like that, man? I see that blitz coming.
Man on man.
You see it coming.
You got to trust yourself.
Get it.
Yeah. Make a play on the football.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
No hurdle.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Look,
See if they do it. He's going to throw deep over the middle. Back to the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can
expect more
passes.
But we got to step up in this box.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, shit.
So it's football as we get you reset. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breeze.
We can definitely beat that shit.
The Saints
hit him on the inside. Hit his ass on the inside.
Football. It's a first down.
Trying to his ass in the inside. Trying to ick
touchdown.
Trying to keep us out that motherfucking zone. We getting in that motherfucking zone.
The Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position.
He's coming hard. He's coming so heavy. Oh, look how heavy he's coming.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Just inside the 5-yard line.
So is.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Man, you know who you fucking with, man.
This is secured by the Patriots.
He out.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick.
You had to try it, boys. Shit, can't fault us.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. Yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now we'll get a quick timeout. Number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Oh, I see you. Seen that bitch light up. I know what he doing. That bitch lit up. Me and you then, nigga. Me and you then, nigga. Throw it to
It's complete. James White.
Not you, nigga.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
There ain't no fucking touchdown. I ain't switching shit. Throw it.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman.
Knew that
and
was no
get this one to
touchdown.
about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, we know he's trying to run that bitch, so we got okay.
Brady now on first down.
Oh my God!
He can't quite get there.
Oh my God!
Another big game that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Right here, fellas.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back
Good shit,
at the
boys.
5-yard line.
Fuck, I'm talking about.
At $3 bills and some change.
Yeah, boys. Yeah.
And he's
Hold his ass.
before the line.
Hold it.
4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hold his ass.
They've been so good on
Better
3rd
not
down
get
all
over
day
40
long.
points.
Can they
He
convert
better not
another
get it.
here on
He
3rd
better not
and
get it.
goal?
He got it.
Brady. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
I called it.
Benjamin there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really